Hi, my dear students. Hope all of you are well and using your lockdown time meaningfully. You have listened to a lot of lectures on your first lesson in the textbook, The Three L's of Empowerment. You have got a lot of materials on that lesson also. As you know, this is a lecture delivered by Christine Lagarde, who is the president of European Central Bank. I'm not going to give you much biographical details of Christine Lagarde. These things are available everywhere. Here what I am trying to do is to give you a whole picture of the lesson. In the paragraph beginning with the 21st century poses many challenges that require new ways of thinking, she talks about the importance of women in an economy. She says that even though the women's population is almost 50%, their contribution to the economy is far less than 50%. She says that we have to change this condition. For this, she prescribes 3 L's: learning, labor, and leadership. About learning, by learning she means education. She says that women should be given education. She says about an African adage. Adage means a proverb. The gist of the proverb is like this: if you educate a boy, the education will remain in that boy. It will not go to anyone else. On the other hand, if you educate a girl, that education will reach different people of the village. That is, women are always willing to share the education they have attained with others. The second prescription is labor, that is job. We know that many women, after getting education, after completing their education, they don't go for any job. Again, in the labor market, women are often exploited. They are given low wages for the same job which men do. She says about the importance of equal pay for equal work. That is, wage of a work should not be according to the gender of the worker, but it should be according to the work. She also says about the importance of giving more credit to women for starting their own ventures. The third L is leadership. That is, women should be brought to the leadership position. According to Christine Lagarde, people think that women are not good leaders, but it is not like that. They can be good leaders, and while leading, they take decisions based on consensus and inclusion. I will explain those phrases, that is consensus building, inclusion, compassion, all those things. Consensus, as all of you know, before we do anything, there should be an agreement among the people who are going to do the thing. That is consensus. So women are good in creating consensus. That is what she says. Again, inclusion is the opposite of exclusion. She says that when women are in the leadership position, they will try to include maximum stakeholders. About compassion, I don't think there is no need of much explanation about that word. And women are more practical also. Christine Lagarde says that women have a lot of competence, but they don't have that much confidence. That is, they lack confidence. She says that women should not remain in their comfort zone. They should dare the difference. You can see the phrase used by her, dare the difference. By this, she means women should be ready to think differently, or we say women should be ready to think out of box. All of us know about out of box thinking. That is, thinking in an innovative way. She admits the fact that there are many obstacles or barriers on the path of women coming to the leadership position. And getting education and a job. In the last part of her speech, she says that we have to create a world where all women can meet their potential without impediment or prejudice. Impediment meaning obstacle. And she concludes by saying that if we are able to dare the difference means dare, the word meaning all of you know, that is be bold enough. So if we are bold enough to think differently, that difference will give us positive results. Through her speech, we are familiarized with the discourse speech. And on the next page, that is page number 11, you can see in activity number 1, persuasive speeches. Persuasive means something which persuades. Speech is a powerful discourse. We are familiar with a lot of great orators, and with their powerful speech, they were able to control the psyche or the mind of the listeners. On this page, you can see the famous speech of Martin Luther King Jr. I have a dream, and it speaks about making or giving equal right to the black people in America. You have to listen to this speech. I will put the link. The second speech, Friends Romance, and it is a speech by Mark Antony after the assassination of Julius Caesar in the Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar. And because of this speech, he was able to turn the listeners against the conspirators who assassinated or killed Julius Caesar. In short, persuasive speech means speech which will make the listeners do something which the orator wants to do. You may also listen to Jawaharlal Nehru's speech, Tryst with Destiny, delivered on the eve of 1947, the Independence Day. From this lesson, you will be getting questions for preparing speech, like on International Women's Day, which is March 8th, deliver a speech on the importance of women empowerment. Such questions you will be getting from this lesson. Before the beginning of this lesson, you might have noticed on page number 8 there are pictures of four ladies, and I don't want to say about them. All of you know about them. They created great waves in the society. To conclude, my suggestion is that you should listen to a lot of speeches which is available in the YouTube. Speeches of Malala, then such great women you should listen.